Hello, buddy. Welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor, and today we're starting a brand new campaign for the High Elves. We're going to be doing a Tyrion campaign, so special thanks to Colton for the generous donation. This is a follow-up to the guide that I just published yesterday, which is a Total War Warhammer 2 Beginner's Guide, so be sure to check that out. It's got a lot of good timestamps for you there. It describes just everything you should be thinking about as you're starting a campaign, how to optimize your turns, all of that sort of stuff. And Colton just wanted to go ahead and see a High Elf campaign with that. So this is going to be a no-mod Warhammer 2 Tyrion campaign. It is going to be on Mortal Empires. Colton said he preferred that instead. So we'll stick with that. So special thanks to Colton for the donation here. And then special thanks to Lucas for the donation for the guide yesterday. Okay, if you would like a playthrough yourself, I'll do 20 turns on a campaign, and for Colton, I did it for $25. We'll see how the demand goes. If a lot of people want it, you know, I may have to bump the price up a little bit, or just do less episodes, like 15 episodes or something. But we'll do at least 20 episodes for this. If it's still a really interesting campaign, if there's a lot of stuff going on, we'll keep going with it for a while. But we'll start with 20 and see how we go from there. Okay, so Mortal Empires, Tyrion. So we get plus 20 with the High Elves. Diplomatic relations, construction time for Shrine of Cain is down 50%, which is pretty cool. Recruitment duration, so if we get up there and we get to the Sword of Cain building, I think it usually takes 10 turns. It would only take 5. -1 recruitment for infantry and cavs. That's really good for kind of later game units. Upkeep production for spearmen, archers, and silver helms. That's pretty strong. And then +3 recruitment rank for Lothar and Seaguard. All right, so we're going to be doing on Legendary and Very Hard Battle. Let's go ahead and get in here. Now, I will say that even if you don't own... I don't know if you have to have Total War Warhammer in order to do Mortal Empires as well. But I know that you can still play against DLC factions even if you don't own them. So even if you don't own Vampire Coast or Tomb Kings, I think you can still play against them on the campaign map. I'm pretty sure. Now with High Elves, your main goal is just to get Ulthuan situated, see if you can capture the whole island. If you do, through Confederation, all that, you pretty much won the game.
Glory to you, Prince Tyrion,
It's really, really hard to beat you if you own all of that property.
The true key threat is at...
Okay. Let me minimize out here just real quick. You won't notice anything. The screen might look a little weird, but there we go. Make sure I have my clock over there so I don't go too far over on time. Okay, so we're going to try to take out these Dark Elves early. It's going to try 2 turns of recruitment. I tried to do it in 1 turn of recruitment, just sort of as a test last turn. It can maybe be done. It's a lot harder, though.
I am a fount of knowledge.
So we're going to go ahead and just go for 2 turns of recruitment here, and then we'll try to take them. Okay, so we'll do that to start with. Upgrade our town.
The Asa are ancients.
We'll talk about more as we go through here. So Calidor does not like us. So this is random. This is something that I noticed last time. We're always at war with Kothic and Yvres. But sometimes we have treaties. Like last time with Calidor, they were really friendly with us for some reason. Oh, here we go. Gift tolerance, then gifts given, and all that kind of stuff. War with Cult of Excess, they like that. But we have a -30 aversion. That's just completely random, I think, if you get an aversion or not with certain people.
What would you have of me?
Safari, we have trespass and aversion.
Alariel the Radiant.
Avalorn, pretty good. Okay, so we can probably play nice with Avalorn.
I bid you welcome. What do the time
Obviously,
is now?
she's my top priority that I want to confederate with. And I would like to get that as soon as possible. Okay,
Can I offer assistance?
You may approach and make your request.
How wise.
Okay, Illyrian.
Speak.
Now, they don't like us too much over there. Aversion.
I speak for the Phoenix King, and I bid you welcome.
So I guess we're gonna have to fight the right side is what I would like to do, and then try to be nice with the left side. We'll see
I
how
think
it goes.
not.
Just because Yvres and Kothic are on the right side.
Lady of
Tyrionic.
Ulthorn, what do you seek from the Asura traveler?
Already friendly and trading with them.
I serve the
We can
king.
try
All are given a
Calidor.
fair hearing in the Phoenix Court. Ridiculous.
We might have to kill them. They're a fairly weak. Only have a 2-stack town. Okay. Alright, so we're hiring here. Did all that. Techs. Can't get techs until we get our military 2 building, which we're gonna have to get after we upgrade our town. Rights don't matter yet. Intrigue at court. Doesn't matter yet. We don't have any influence. Okay.
Ready for orders.
Hiring. Yep. I don't know the trait that I have on my dude. I forgot to look this time. Last time, the little trial run that I did, he had a really nice trait. It was like minus 15% upkeep for everyone in the army. Noble is pretty awful in combat. I mean, once he gets a mount, he can be a little bit better, but early on, he's just total trash. He does give you nice replenishment, and you can, like, use the hero to get intrigue or to get influence points off of people, but by and large, he's not that amazing as a hero. Okay.
Protector of
So
the
we're gonna
Everqueen.
recruit a bit more.
No.
These are so much better. Like the armor piercing now. They don't have as much range, but there's still only 9 of them.
Ever loyal.
I think if I need like maybe one more spearman to kind of hold the front line there.
Ridiculous.
Short-sighted.
Okay, same deal. We can look over here.
Can I
Calidor.
offer assistance? What brings you to the Phoenix Court? I cannot do this.
Not gonna do it.
Give the word.
Guardian of the Phoenix, what would you ask of the Asa?
They don't like our trees with Avalor and Tyrionic. Yeah, they're not gonna be on board with that.
Asur Princess, what do you seek from the Asura traveler?
Everqueen, we have much to discuss. Come, join.
Okay. Alright. Still waiting on everything. Okay, so we'll go fight them next turn. So early on, like I said, it just kind of depends on how the politics go, but it looks like you're pretty much in this. This is different from the Vortex campaign, has different sort of politics going on early. But with this one, it looks like you're pretty much always going to be at war with Kothic, with those people on the right over there in Yvres. So you're going to have to fight your way through it. I think when you were talking elf on elf combat, then the what are they called? The things with the silver shields are going to be your best bet. A lot of times, the Sea Guard with silver shields. The silver shields block 55%.
Corruption
incoming
makes
fire.
them weak.
They still did not recruit anything extra.
Champion
okay,
of
so
the
this is going to be
Everqueen.
14 on, what do they have, 9. So 14 on 15.
Tyrion,
Alright, let's do
heir
it.
of an Aryan. No mercy.
You could try to
Of
go for
one.
like one more turn if you really wanted to, but
I am ready to fight.
let's go ahead and do it. It is a bit harder to do 11 on 15, which is what I tried a previous attempt, just because like the noble might as well not even be a unit most of the time. I miss micros from stuff too. Yeah, the chariots and the silver helms are very, very vulnerable to missile fire, even with the shields on these, and they're very vulnerable to spears. So you have to be extremely cautious with them and how you use them. You really only want to try to put them into the very back line. I was super disappointed with them earlier. So we want to lead with our shield line, because they have silver shields to block the missile fire. We can actually, we have longer range than they do, so we should be able to fire on them from a longer range and then move up with the spears. We want these to be sort of our follow-up infantry. We don't want them to be on the front line because they don't have shields. And Dark Elves have very heavy armor-piercing damage on their missile infantry, so the fact that these guys have a lot of armor is not really going to matter that much. We need to make sure we actually get Tyrion in combat. I think last time I sort of goofed up.
Archers! Forward! Ancestors! Kill them!
Make Ulthuan proud!
Striking forth!
Quick time!
So we do get that extra range there.
Asur, advance!
Just want to go around the back here, just freak him out a little bit.
Move! Ithelmar chariots! Asuryan willing! Spearmen!
For Ulthuan! Archers! Death to all!
Obeying orders!
Attack! White Lions! Asur, move!
Ithelmar chariots! Quickly now! We will obey!
We go!
It will be done! Orders received! For order!
Asuryan willing!
Tireless! Doing my
See if I can get him on their main guy over there.
Without fail! We away! Onward! Following order!
For duty! Orders received!
We just gotta shut these dudes up.
Orders received!
Not that much.
Weapons ready!
We will obey! Asur, attack!
White Lions!
We will obey! Asur,
What?
move!
Like, fire on the appropriate targets. What are y'all doing? Get over
I
there,
go!
close, dude.
Battle calls!
Asur, attack! Without fail! For Lothar!
Sinner! White Lions!
Serve the king! Ithelmar chariots!
Archers! Asur! Attack! Loyal!
Advance! For the king! Quickly now! Without fail, we advance! Silver helms! Apace! Attack!
Yeah, so we're just trying to use our silver helms just to kind of
Asuryan guides us!
shut up their
Moving
archers
out.
as much as we can. Where's this?
Heir
Get
of
on their board
Anarian.
with Tyrion.
Battle awaits!
Ithelmar chariots! Forward!
Get them out. We don't want them to sit in spears.
We go! Apace!
White Lions!
White Lions might go down here
It
pretty
shall
soon.
be done!
Onward!
Go and back them out and just see if we can free fire on them. Now they're gonna have shields, but
Silver helm!
get out
Onward!
of
Asuryan!
Ithelmar chariots! We go! Lakoy!
Archers! Without question! Death to all!
Draw back! Without fail! Death to all! Asur, move! For all fun!
Draw back!
For order! Loyal! Move! Asur forward!
heir of Anarian.
Alright, so we're just trying to charge these guys just so we can break Tyrion out of there, maybe.
Advance, as you say. Silver helms.
That just wipes your helms if you charge into spears, though, at all.
We advance.
Takes so much damage.
It shall be done.
The Widowmaker. The Reaper. Set in forth. Swiftly. Ithelmar chariots.
We will obey.
For duty.
Orders received. We will obey. For Asuryan.
Alright, they just got charged in the back that broke them all.
Silver helms. Glory awaits.
Alright, don't fire on them own dudes.
Finish them.
He did okay there, you know, he had pretty good defense. He does have the martial prowess, so he did a pretty good pretty good job face tanking a lot of stuff in there.
It shall be done.
White Lions kind of got
We are
beaten up by spears.
Spearmen.
Ithelmar chariots.
And chariots put in some work. If you micro them correctly against like
To battle.
small unarmored infantry, they just do so much damage off the charge.
Fight is lost.
Doesn't seem like they would do a lot. It's like, but there's only 4 of them, but it's that impact damage, it's that charge damage when you go through. Makes them very strong. You can't let them sit in combat though. If you notice, I pretty much always, like after I charge, had them immediately
Heir
turn
of
around
Anarian. For the king.
and like go right back out.
Order. Direct me.
Yeah, that chariot is pretty sweet. And these archers did pretty good damage for the most part. Silver Helms did way better. I did a way better job microing them this time. I basically only put them against backline
Tyrion.
archers. Now against high elves that gets tougher because
Spearman.
Seaguard
Servant
also
of
are
light.
spear infantry.
Silver helms.
Seaguard are just kind of OP in elf on elf fights, I think.
Loyal. Yes.
Just trying to run down and kill as many as we can. They're all going to die because they're in the town, but I want to get the extra chevrons. I want the experience, and I want more captives as well. It just gives you a little bit more money at the end. Pyrrhic victory, what? They had more deployed than me, and I killed like 3 times as many as they did. It's really annoying because I need to skill up quickly. Like, I need these points early with him. That's pretty troll. I didn't even lose a battalion. I was trying to... You always want to put, like, any duelist lord that you have, like Tyrion, in combat with the enemy lord. I don't remember if I said that in this episode or the last sort of test one that I had, but if your guy says duelist on it, it means he's not good against large hordes of units. He doesn't have sweeping strikes or anything like that. Pretty good chunk of money there. Sword of Strife. I don't know what that is. Dinky little sword. Yeah, we didn't level off that either. It's really annoying.
Thieves and usurpers.
Pretty sure it's a tier 2 building. Some factions you want to sack and then occupy, and other ones you just want to occupy.
Take it all.
Inclined to just do a sack and
Take
occupy
what
here.
you can.
It's like, it's not a port town. Port towns you never want to
Take
sack
it
hardly
all.
because you just have to repair the port. If I get the tier 2, I don't remember without the mod if it'll give me the tier 2 or not. If I get a tier 2 building and it has another building with it, it's definitely worth it. But if I only get a tier 1 building with 1 extra building, it's not going to be worth it.
Take what you can.
Because this won't affect the public order when I recapture it on the same
Take
turn.
it all.
So it's like, do I think it's going to give me a tier 2?
Search this place.
Or not? Extra money is very good early on, obviously, for hiring more troops. Money's always good. Loot and occupy is
Take
almost
what is
always a bad
rightfully
idea,
ours.
except with certain kinds of factions like Skaven.
We'll retrieve it from your corpse!
So if it's...
Take it all.
We'll just occupy it and see if we get it at tier 2, because it was at tier 2 and we attacked it. I'm pretty sure. No, we only got tier 1. With the trinket, which is a cheap building, is 750, so that's only 750 gold for that. So, I definitely should have sacked and then occupied afterwards. And I probably would have still gotten the trinket maker. Because this is tier 2, right? Yeah, so they both start at tier 2. But on the baseline game, I think it automatically, when you occupy, drops it down 1 tier. So you can't ever occupy something at tier 5. Okay. Well, I mean, that's fine. Not the end of the world. But we would have gotten a little bit of extra replenishment and a good chunk of extra money if we would have sacked and then occupied. Okay. So next order of business, go over here, clean these guys out. They have shades. Shrine of Asuryan doesn't have anything hardly. So we might be able to just float over there and take them out in a second. We do get 50% off on these, so we might as well could get some denomination of these. I don't know if it's going to be hard to justify getting Lothar and Seaguard with how cheap these are, though. Trying to think, because I do want to replace the archers eventually with the armored archers. So they're just a little bit more for 40 more armor. Now, armor's not a huge deal. Remember, they have a lot of armor piercing with the Dark Elves, but the High Elves don't have much armor piercing at all. And so the 40 extra armor is a big deal. What's the range? 165 versus 180. They do about the same amount of damage, just those shields are such a big deal. But it's like, do I want to pay 212 for archers, or do I want to pay, you know, 65 or something for archers? Just, I don't know how I'm going to deal with the Sea Guard. Guess we just outnumber them or something. I don't know. We could maybe go mess with them with... It's just so hard to charge into them with this kind of stuff because they get that bonus versus large. Oh, Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers. I forgot about those. That could be pretty good. That would give us an extra... We could get a Chariot. That only has 55 charge bonus instead of 70. Has ammo though. Fire 3 arrows at once, huh? Okay. Alright. So I can hold on to that. So I guess we'll just get
Tyrion, heir of Anarion.
2 spears then. That's fine. So we'll do it, and then we'll see where we want to attack over there next. Alright, so we're waiting on that.
Can I offer assistance?
They like that we're killing cultists.
Greetings, fellow Asur.
What brings I cannot do this.
I think we're at war with Toronto.
You called? Your wit and wisdom will be a welcome.
Alariel, you stand before the mistress of the... Yes.
Alright, so all that's done. Okay. While this is going on, my wife texted me. I think I need to move this rug out of here. Give me 1 second. What's the deal? They need this rug? This rug or a different rug? So I don't need to do anything. Okay. see. What are you doing, Rory? Are you sneaking in? You trying to chew on your crackers that are still in the wrapper? Are you closing the door? Good job. I say, it's true.
The gods are pleased.
So now they're
Short
recruiting some
sight.
stuff.
Champion of the Ever Queen.
Alright, so, I'm gonna want Inspiring Presence and then probably Combined Arms. You could also go Bowmaster. That does buff the Sea Guard. This also buffs the Sea Guard, though. I might go Bowmaster. I don't know. Either way, we want to go this way, though. Root Marcher's very good early on, but the leadership and all of those buffs are just so strong. So they have a small little army there.
Ill considered.
7 stack. I think
Shield
we can just beat
Asuryan.
them. Am I gonna have to dash over there? Do we get any kind of penalty? We're just tired for dashing. I don't know if it'll let us attack on the same turn that we dock or not.
You
Alright, so we
must
definitely want to upgrade
restore
this.
order.
And then, growth, trinkets, plaza. Probably just growth and money. Public order is kind of tough early on. I mean, your towns do give you some public order automatically, so that's pretty nice. But growth is definitely what I'm interested in. I have 2,000. No, military presence is part of it. I think let's go with trinkets for now. If we need to, we'll probably sell this later. I mean, it's possible I could get the grazing meadows. I don't really need those right now, though. The thing is, like, if you get this right now, even if you only hold it up for like 4 turns and then sell it later, you're still making a profit. So you get like 50% if you destroy it. So we'll just get this as a placeholder. So any town where you're not really sure, you're like waiting to get another upgrade or something, just put a money building in there. And then you can just sell it later.
Servant of the king.
Okay, so I'm trying to think if I come to like right here, I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit them next turn if I do that. Could dash over to here. They're gonna recruit 3, so they're gonna have 10 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're gonna have 16 total if I attack that.
Ulfwan's defender.
I have 17, but some of mine will be injured. I mean, it's basically free to have spearmen and archers with how cheap this roster is. Let's just go down here,
Entering the garrison.
and then we'll hire 3 more and then move over there.
Tyrion, heir of Anarion.
We can just get rid of the archers if we need to later. Let's just not play around. Let's just make sure we get it done. We can replace the archers with armored archers later. Okay. So that should be all good. I don't remember if we already looked at all this stuff this turn or not.
Mistress of those who speak the truth.
Lady of Ulfor, you have a proposal for the Asur.
Alright. Okay. So we're kind of chilling until tier 3 on a lot of our specialty buildings. We're just trying to get some growth, save some money.
My strength grows.
What is this? Capture the falling settlement. Okay. Yep.
Loyal to a fault.
Typically, I would go ahead and start getting replenishment, but we might actually need him in this fight to be kind of decent. Green skin, blah, blah, blah. So I think just for this particular situation, I'm going to get Weapon Master, because just like 1 point for extra 4 melee and 4% weapon strength is pretty decent. Can we hit that? Okay, we can hit that in 1 turn.
Ill
So
considered.
it's 11. Shades are pretty dangerous, but they have light armor and low range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Ridiculous.
It's gonna be like 17 on 20. Yeah.
Shield against the darkness.
We're a little injured, especially our White Lions, but they didn't perform quite as well as I thought they would. They don't have a lot of upgrades early. All right, let's do it.
Alario. Kill them.
So for this fight, that's a ranged lord, so we just want to get Tyrion on him if we can. Tyrion should bust him up. Now, what I was talking about with Tyrion earlier, you see how he says duelist here? It even describes. So he's best used as individual attacks against lords and heroes. He only damages very few individuals at a time, so he's not great against hordes of weaker heroes. But he has really high melee attack and defense, and like pretty good armor-piercing damage. So this is kind of like Karl Franz is similar. He's naturally has really high fire resistance. And then he also has martial prowess, so he gets like plus 12 melee defense and plus 2 melee attacks. That's really good. Okay, let's
I
fight him.
am ready to fight. Heir of Anarion, dauntless, brave and true.
Spearman!
I
As you
didn't
say.
count how many dark shards they have, but this should be fine. Should be the same deal. We should get the first like line of fire on them.
We will obey!
Archers!
Orders received!
Noble! Ifilmard chariots
Try to get these around the back.
for duty.
Flank those in.
Archers!
Spearman! Without fail! Spearman! For Asuryan!
Heir of Anarion, can I be praised? White lions,
Harpies are kind of annoying.
apace, it will be done. Archers! At once. For Asuryan!
Sinner!
We go! For Ogran! Ifilmard chariots! For the Ever Queen! The king! Death to all!
Archers!
They could noble! Battle calls! Advance!
Orders received!
We will obey! Moving out! Kill them! For duty! Asa, move! Tireless!
Loyal!
Kill them!
Ancestors!
Serve the king! Ifilmar chariots! Weapons ready! As you say, for Asuryan! Move! We advance! Setting forth! For Asuryan! Yes! Forward! The Reaper! I go! Loyal! For Asuryan! Apace!
God, those things are so annoying.
Swiftly! Asur, move!
Wait, why?
Asur, move! We advance! Heir of Anarian! Moving out! Make Ulthuan proud! Spearman! Orifan! Asuryan guides us! Silver Helms! Ifilmar chariots! Defending order! For Asuryan! By Alariel! Heir of Anarian! We will obey!
I forgot to even bring those in there. Yeah, get in there, kill those harpies.
Loyal! Onward! For Ulthuan! Death to all! Archers! For the Ever Queen!
How are these things harassing like 5 different units at once?
Battle calls!
Just keep them out of the spears. It's fine.
Sit up! Loyal! Quickly now! Servant of light, Alariel! Noble! At them! Forward! It shall be done! Silver Helm!
Loyal! Onward!
We finally got those bats out of there.
Asuryan guides us! By your command! Advance!
Come
I
here, you
shall!
coward.
By
Let's just focus on
Asuryan!
him down.
Silver Helms! For Asuryan! Heir of Anarian! Attack! Archers! Setting forth! Urifer! It will be done! It shall be done! Yes! Asa! Move! Ifilmar chariots! Sail! Archers!
Why are we not all firing? What are y'all doing? Like fire?
Assyrian willing!
Advance! Swiftly! As you say,
Just like are not
acknowledge!
taking commands today, I guess. I don't
Moving
know.
out!
They got
We
their
will
own
obey!
thing going on.
Apace! We go! Sinai! Apace! Ifilmar chariots! Move!
Just go ahead and make sure we kill that
We
horde.
go!
Fire those guys.
It shall be done! Orifan! White lions! Silver helms! March! We will obey! For our ancestors! Spearmen!
Orders received!
Death to all! Sword of the Asur! Loyal!
Kill as many as we can,
Advance!
per usual.
We will obey!
Yeah, I don't know why
Following
sometimes
orders.
these guys are firing on weird
Forward!
targets.
Orders received! To battle! White lions! By Alariel! We go! Ifilmar chariots! Silver helms!
Time for these cleanup kills. All right. It is nice having cavalry because you can, you know, get a bunch of cleanup at the end of fights when people are running. It's just getting run over. Make sure we get a good victory, so we get more experience also. I think we've got them all now. Close victory. Okay, well, I don't know why. I feel like we slaughtered them. It's about the same amount deployed, and I killed 2.5 times as much.
The Asuryan have triumphed.
Now this has a port, so you don't want to bang up a port typically. If you sack it, you're just going to have to repair the port, and a lot of times it's very expensive. I mean, I don't know. We can test it out and see. Let's go ahead and sack it. Well, no, I need to occupy it because I'm not going to have enough movement to occupy it. To sack and occupy in the same turn. So what is normally occupy?
The gods are pleased.
Nice.
The Asa are troubled.
Okay. Ports are awesome. As always, you know, almost every faction loves ports. It gives out great money and growth. Excuse me. Where's this Helm of
Tyrion,
Fortune?
heir of an Asuryan.
Okay, decent. Okay, so now we have to decide, do we want combined elites, which are very good for spearmen, archers, and sea guard in hand-to-hand combat. +8/+8 is a very big deal. Bowmaster, which is more ammo and reload time, so like in really long fights, that'll be really good. Strategist is like for way later in the game. Campaign movement range is also pretty legit, but I think we have to go combined arms.
I agree.
Port Lister is not much. White Tower of Hoeth is their capital, which is also not that heavily guarded.
Servant of the king.
Okay, let's just go with combined elites. I think it's hard to go wrong with that one. It's one of the most powerful ones in the game. Okay, and we're going to combine some of these so we can hire fresh.
Orders. Shield against the darkness.
So like you're paying a little bit of money, but you're basically getting like instant full replenishment effectively for that. Okay, what is this? 40 turn cooldown. Wow. 10 turn duration. Untainted replenishment. It's okay. It's not great. 200 for mages. That's pretty decent. You get a powerful magical item off of this. Okay, you have to research 3 techs. Recruit rank, armor, magical item, and you get this during siege battles. Okay. It's pretty legit. I think, can you use that on walls? Walls and siege equipment, huh. So you can like blow up their towers basically with this? Wow, is that your phone, Rory? Are you making some calls? Are you making some calls, Rory?
At your service.
I say. No, this place has wine, which is something I'm very interested in. It's public order, and it's a pretty good trade resource. It also unlocks a tech when you get it up to tier 3, so... we definitely like to get the wine eventually. And the Shrine of Asuryan has something. I don't remember what it is, but we want it. Okay, so that should be pretty legit. Check text here.
Lord of the Phoenix, it is agreeable to spend one's time in dignified company.
Still does not like us. Hey, Kothic still at war with us.
Let's hear
Safari doesn't
Guardian
like us. We'll probably
of the
fight
Phoenix
them in a minute.
Crown.
At your service. Your wit and wisdom will be a welcome.
Mistress
Avalon,
of the
we can
all
trade with
are
them.
welcome in my court. I will use my gifts.
Okay. We could go to war with Scourge of Cain soon. She would really like that. I don't think Scourge of Cain is going to be coming at us.
Alariel.
Wow, she already has 2. How is that possible? Turn 5, she already has 2 of her like legendary items, and she's level 4. What? You can't even go on the quest for those until you're like level 10. Okay, whatever. Just AI things. Gaean Vale. Okay, it is actually Spirit Forest, so High Elves could, or Wood Elves could potentially get some of that. What are you doing, Rory? Are you messing with stuff?
Servant of the king.
Yeah, what? We'll see if they'll pay me to do that. How about that?
Queen of Avalon, the true of heart.
So sometimes...
Always find a warm welcome in my court.
Okay, defensive alliance, a good start. We're just trying to get up to, get up to Confederation ASAP. We might have to have something special to Confederate, I'm not sure, but anyways. Looks like they'll pay us. If it's green, that means they'll pay.
Isha forbids it.
Okay. So they'll pay something. If it's just 300 maybe.
Serving the gods.
Okay. So the defensive alliance is very nice because that's gonna, you know, increase our relations with them. We might actually want to... It's kind of expensive. It's not that expensive though. Go ahead and pay to get some more diplomacy points with them. I think we could afford it. It's really important to try to confederate ASAP with her before they put too many skills in her.
Chosen of Isha.
They've already have 2 character skills, which are awful. So, probably that might actually be some
Servant
for
of light.
spells. I'm not sure how that works with her. But I want to make sure I'm putting the points into her as she levels up. And I want her property ASAP, so. Let's go ahead and pay a little bit there. Buy some of her
Alariel, welcome
favor.
to the court of the
And a good way to get extra diplomacy with people is just kill their enemies. They love it. Just declare war on their enemies and go around and kill them, and that'll give you a ton of diplomacy points with them typically. If you're friends with their friends, that's good too, but like killing their enemies is something that they really, really like. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll offer a little bit. This will give us 10 extra diplomacy over 10 turns.
The time is now.
Give them a little bit of money. The more the faction likes you, the cheaper it is. If it's a faction that really hates you, so if it's like Cult of
Malevolent
Excess, well, we
Lord.
can't even do it with them. I don't think it lets you
At your
offer
service.
gifts.
Speak quickly.
Like you have to get
The
a peace
Phoenix
treaty
Court
first.
is a dangerous place for unwelcome guests.
Okay, so you can just offer a certain amount, but it can't be a gift if you're at war with them. Okay, like
Give the
Safari
word.
doesn't like us
Choose
so
your
much, so
words
let's
carefully,
see. Hopefully this
Turncoat.
works out.
You have no friends here.
It's actually cheaper for Safari. In theory, it's more expensive the more that a person doesn't like you to give them that, to try to get that extra benefit. It might be how likely they are to go to war with you. I'm not sure. Yeah, anyways, we gotta hook up with her. That defensive alliance is something that I wanted because that raises your
Alariel the Radiant.
that raises their attitude towards you quite a lot. Okay. Yep, still waiting on all that.
Must be maintained.
Did our diplomacy, can't do text yet, don't have any influence yet. Alright, let's go. Good job, Rory. You taking out all the bars? You gonna put some more in there? Good job. Gonna put them back? Good job. She's actually playing in here without demanding to, like, slam on the keyboard. Good job. Yeah. One thing, if you do Mortal Empires, there are like a million different factions on the map. So, you know, grab yourself a drink and strap in at the end turn screen because it's a lot of factions to go through. All their turns. Yeah, she's playing with the bars.
Protector
Got
of
our
the Everqueen.
population surplus. This should just be an auto-resolve. Wow, wait, what? What is that garrison? Oh, they have the corrupted flame Asuryan. Wait, what? You get plus 100 with high elves? That's the corrupted, though. Okay, so I don't know what it is if it's like, if I get it, though. Plus 100 diplomacy with high elves means just like automatic confederation with everybody.
Champion of the Everqueen.
Okay, so what do they have? They have some scary stuff. Cold One Knights. Spears might be able to deal with them. They don't have a ward, though. Blackguard of Nagaron are very difficult to deal with. Those are very
Protector
good units.
of the Everqueen.
They have a lot of armor, but they don't have shields, I don't think, right? No. So maybe we
At
can
your
just focus fire
service.
them down. Well, we'll fight them.
Your orders? By Asuryan. Asuryan.
Can't get any more units. Don't want them to have a lord with this, so we'll go ahead and do it.
Sunfang hungers.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I checked this out because I was going to just go over there and maybe attack this next instead of attacking the other dude's town. But if he was over here with his, you know, old 10-stack army with this would be extremely difficult to beat at this point in the campaign. But Blackguard of Nagaron are like a tier 4, like, really, really good Dark Elf unit. It's like some of the best halberds in the whole game. And those Dread Knights there, I think those are even the tier 5 Dread Knights. Which, to be fair, they aren't, like, the best cav in the game. You know, they're nothing compared to, like, Demigryphs or Blood Knights or anything like that. But they're pretty dang good still. Like, they're still tier 4 cav.
Heir of
And I've got a bunch of tier 1 units, so
Spearman.
this could be a little spicy here. Now, once again, my, like, intuition of some of the stats of these units is a little off because I'm used to playing Steel Faith, but,
Spearman.
White Lions! Noble! Orders received!
Ithelmar chariots. Spearman. It shall be done. Swiftly. Tireless.
over here.
Striking forth.
Understood!
Moving
I
out.
forgot we gotta be a little careful because they actually have cavalry this time.
Orders
We're
received.
gonna have to try to guard our,
It shall be done!
and their cav would tear our cav up. We need to put the spears on their cav.
White Lions!
Champion of Alaria.
Noble! Moving out!
think these have shields, but I don't remember.
Archers! Orders received!
Acknowledged!
Archers! Understood! By Alariel! For duty, we advance! Understood!
Spearmen! Asur, advance!
Archers!
Understood!
Acknowledge!
Without fail!
It shall be done! Swiftly!
Narkoi!
We away!
Asa, move!
Death to all!
Orders received! Kill them!
It shall be done!
Without fail!
For the king!
Son of Ulfwan, without fail! Spearmen, for duty!
We go! Loyal! Asa, attack!
Swiftly!
Apace!
Setting forth!
Sinath! Silver Hounds!
Ithelmar chariots! By your command!
To the fray! Loyal! For Oakland! For order! For order!
Yes! White Lions! Archers!
Okay, Silverhelm's got those pretty much taken care of.
Spearmen! We away!
Archers!
Understood! You're it there! Death to all!
Forward! Asuryan willing!
Archers!
For duty!
As you say! We go!
Apace!
Asa, forward! Without
Same.
fail! Swiftly!
Yeah.
Acknowledge!
Guys,
Orders
fire.
received.
Fire on the stuff I'm telling you to fire on.
Moving out! Asa, advance!
Quickly now!
They're halberds, so I have to be careful.
Quickly now!
Oh crap, they are halberds, so yeah, so I don't want my
Asuryan
chariot to sit in
We
there.
away! Your repair!
Move! Moving out! Advance! Archers! Move! Advance!
For Asuryan! Spearmen! March!
White Lions!
Archers!
Apace!
Asa, move!
Advance!
Without fail!
Time to go! For the king! Ulfwan!
We will obey!
This fight is lost!
Spearmen! Kill them!
Alright, don't kill our own people.
Noble born!
Just a little bit.
Sinner!
We advance! Spearmen! Attack!
Archers! By Alariel!
Advance!
Wow.
Orders received! For duty!
Is that a we, Rory? Eh.
Understood!
Noble!
For duty! Can I be praised? Advance!
Moving out!
Silver Helms! Sail! Halt!
Alright, we softened them up a little bit.
Asa, forward! Understood. The battle is lost! This is madness!
Alright.
We advance!
Maybe run these guys down. Maybe not worth it, but Alright, should be good. Okay, finally we got a decisive victory. I was hyping those dudes up, but... Hi. Rory said hi. Say hi, Rory. Hi. Hey, thanks for the sub, Andreas. I appreciate it. What? Is that right, Rory? Or did you give up on the trolls?
Ancestors be praised.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it, Rory? Rory. So, Rory, let's not cough a lot and then put your hand in your mouth and then put your hand all over everything else. Oh no, is it getting near her bedtime? It is. Here, well, can you take her back in there and give her the trolls? Honey? Rory? No, she wants to mess around. Now, if you can sit here without messing... This episode's pretty much over, so it's...
Search this place.
I'm gonna occupy, so maybe we get that special building without having to... Because I don't know how much it costs to build that thing.
Take what is rightfully ours. The gods
We'll
are
see.
pleased.
It could be a fool's errand. What did I win? Yeah, I did get it. I don't know how much it costs for it. Okay, so what I get is not as crazy as what they get. They got diplomacy with, like, everything. Well, that's because, I mean, part of why they probably get that much diplomacy with High Elves is because they have, like, negative 300 with High Elves. Yeah, I was about to say, if I got 100, Phoenix Guard. Oh, yeah, that's, like, the tier 5. If I got, like, 100 diplomacy with all the High Elves, it'd just be, like, super overpowered, so I'm glad it's not giving me that. Okay, so we get Public Order, which is really nice. And then we get Owning Factions, Favored Corruption. Okay, so we get 1 Purity or whatever. Construction cost for Warship Buildings, minus 45%. All regions. So what are the Warship Buildings?
The Asa are troubled.
Is that Industry, Entertainment? Is that Mage's stuff? Oh, these are probably, yeah, those are Warship Buildings. Okay. So this stuff, we get bonuses. Phoenixes are like, okay, you know, they're not insanely good, but they're pretty decent. Especially the ice one. Like, getting one of these is nice for that aura, that -9 to everybody. They have 80 armor, cause terror, you know. They're like little mini dragons. Right. A Flamespire Phoenix can drop bombs, I think. It can be reborn in combat. It can do some bomb dropping. It does have 70% resistance to fire, so it can face tank things that do fire damage, like dragons, really well. So that's nice. Dragons don't have fire resist, which is kind of weird, but... I mean, I'd probably rather just have a dragon than the Flame Phoenix, honestly, than the Phoenixes, but these are pretty good in-game units. The Phoenix Guard, they're pretty good. They're akin to, like, the Black Guard of Nagaryth. They're martial prowess. You can get some decent upgrades for them. They aren't that expensive. 350 is actually a pretty reasonable cost. So we'll see. We'll get this stuff eventually. So Sanctuary Buildings, not going to matter a lot right now, but nice bonus to have later on. -1 turn recruitment for Phoenix Guard. I think usually they take 3. It might only be 1 turn, but he gets 1 1 turn off of all infantry and cav anyways. That's good. Upkeep reduction in recruit ranks. Okay. Pretty good. So the main thing that matters right here is we're going to get 1 anti-corruption and 5 public orders. That's good.
We are ill at ease.
Let's see. Now we did get 1 growth, so we have to decide where do we want to put that growth, Rory. We could just save up, and then I think we just want to save up and get to
Order
tier
must
3
be maintained.
ASAP so that we can get wizards. That's the big thing. We want to go ahead and start leveling them up. And possibly getting things like the Lothern Sea Guard, although once again, those are kind of a luxury. I don't know if I want more silver helms. They're pretty good. These are kind of whatever. Eagle, the bolt claw thing is really, really nice for sieges, though. Right, Rory? Was that right, you little baby? It's really nice against elves in general, just because, I don't know. Like, it's a good answer. It's one of the only answer to, like, Sea Guard spam. Oh, no. A little chokey. Okay, so we got a tech this turn. Military advancements, and we'll probably get spearmen and militia training. This right here. Archer reload reduction time is really nice. Basically, you fire 15% faster. Okay, and then what do we have here? We've got
must restore order.
recruit rank. We're already recruited out. Growth and 10% for buildings. Tax rate, income from trade is whatever. There's not a public order one? Wow, okay. The public orders, a little rough for the elves. Early on, you wouldn't think that would be a thing. You'd think high elves would have really good public order, but suppose not. Okay, so it's gonna stabilize a little bit soon. She's like, you guys can't see what she's doing. She's like trying to kick her foot out. Yeah, she's trying to kick her foot out to the keyboard to like press it. You're being sneaky. So we'll just go with growth, I guess. That's helpful. Now getting to actually. Yeah, I think getting to tier 3 first is the way to go. I do want the wine, because the wine does give public order, and you can trade it for gold, so it's really nice, but we'll stick with this for now. Let me see the public order one more time. What is it, Rory? Military is only 5. 20 stacks sitting in the town's only 5. Okay, whatever. Oh, hold on, what was that? Speed of Asuryan. Okay, that doesn't matter. Just going to continue getting combined elites. It's going to eventually give us extra speed for silver helms, and then the big one is the melee attack and defense for archer, spearmen, and sea guard are all very good. So we'll go with that. Then we're probably just going to go over and attack Fort Elsador next.
Loyal servant.
They're at war up here. Yeah, I mean, they don't like us very much, and yeah, we might be able to take some of their stuff, we'll see. But anyways, okay, let me go ahead and we'll end turn here, so let's make sure I got everything. Okay, so we're waiting on the growth for a few turns, Rory. You're waiting here for a couple of turns. This guy,
Loyal to a foe.
we'll go ahead and get replenishment. No more buildings we can build or upgrade that would be useful right now. Let's see. Calidor still doesn't like us. Getting a little bit better.
I serve the king. Welcome. Your words and deed.
Yeah, I might just go
Can
fight
I
them
offer
soon.
assistance?
Kothic we're already
Give the
fighting.
word.
Safari is... I mean, if I can get a
offer assistance?
non-aggression with
Behold the
them...
Phoenix Court in all its splendor and glory.
Guess we'll pass on that.
You called? You have a proposal for the Asur.
Everqueen, what matters do you wish to lay before the Everqueen?
Okay. All right. Okay, so that should be fine, and we'll just end turn. All right, and then next turn, or next episode, we're probably going to go for... Oh, never mind. I just noticed they actually have an army down here coming at us. We couldn't have moved this turn more anyways. They can't siege Lothern, probably, with that army. I guess we could go for Yvres, which I think is right here on this port side. Oh, they're sending 2 armies at me. Okay. We'll see how much they have in each one of those. Does that little... The red bar might indicate how many units they have in that army. I'm not sure. So we might need to go over there and fight them, actually, after this. And just leave these guys alone. Alright, what do we got here?
Futile.
Impossible.
So they have basically a 20 stack.
Misguided.
Those are pretty bad against us, I think. I mean, if we use the spears correctly, spears should crush those.
Order must be maintained.
Yeah, we get 5 extra units if we're right there.
Champion.
We might just come over here next turn and do like an ambush stance or something and see if we can get them to come at us. Yeah, and then after that we can try to take their stuff. Those are kind of spread out pretty far. It's going to be hard to defend that actually against Kothic, who could come down here. We'll at least kill these armies. So we have a good fight lined up at the start of next episode. We could go for Port Elsator instead. Is this a gate? It's not a gate. Okay, that's... Oh, there are no gates over here. Okay, yeah, so if I could take these guys out. Port Elsator, White Tower of Hoeth. That's the capital, right? Yeah. And Tor Finu. Then they have no way to... I think they can... Yeah, those are mountains. They have no way to get in. So that's a much, much safer route. And then we're friends with her, so she's not going to turn on us, I don't think. And then there are these gates. Excuse me. So yeah, I think that's what we might do. Go for this inside track here. So yeah, we'll do that next episode though. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Once again, special thanks to Colton for the generous donation. I really appreciate it. And we'll see everybody next time. Don't forget, like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. And we'll see you then.